Welcome back to More Ignorance in Basketball. Now, that performance was muy bien, and that is Spanish. Now, games like this are why I love this fucking team so much. It's like Devin Booker, terrible. Chris Paul, pretty bad. Mikal Bridges, did he even score the whole game? I don't think he scored this game. I haven't looked at the stats yet. But the bench just came through. It's like everybody that I have been worried about throughout this season, campaign, maybe even Torrey Craig, Saric, Cameron Johnson, they all went off today. And they against a solid team like it. They went off. They've been playing well against the Rockets and the OKC Thunder and the Grizzlies. It's like, okay, great. They have part-time jobs. They are milkmen. They are stepdads. It's like I don't see them as threats. But this Heat team is legit. They've won 6 out of the last 7. They're a really good defensive team. Obviously, they made the finals last year, and they're actually healthy. So I was excited to see how they would perform, especially after a back-to-back. Well, I mean, both teams had back-to-back, so I guess it's not as much of a big deal, but I was still very curious to see how this team would perform, and they showed the F word out. And by F word, I mean fuck. Now, let's go through my notes because I took a lot. I got over 15 things written down here, people, because I am a professional. Now, not a great offensive start to the game. They got punched in the mouth early. It wasn't looking good. I'm not going to freak out over first quarter stuff. At least with me, a lot of the games I watch, when a team gets blown out in the first, I feel like 70% of the time that team actually ends up winning. I don't know why. I guess they just figure some shit out and they turn it around. Maybe they just came out sluggish because they don't respect the other team. But I have noticed that a lot. Let me know if you guys noticed that too. Yeah, like I said, they got punched in the mouth early. The start of the first was not pretty. They had 6 turnovers in the first quarter, and I was like, God damn, here we go. But by the end of the second, they were actually up by 6, I think, going into the half, so that was great. The defense was amazing today. I got to give a big shout out to DeAndre Ayton. His defense on Bam and on Butler every time he was driving it. I mean, honestly, it's just defense in general today was fucking muy bien. It was a 10 out of 10. I keep saying it, man. Ayton has been fucking hooping. We got to give this man his credit. He has been doing his thing. Like I said in the last video, we were all worried, or we've been worried. It's like, how is he going to perform in the playoffs? It's ring season in a lot of our eyes. And this guy has been the one in question. But really, he's been proving himself lately. He's been so good. And in clutch situations, he's been good. Closing out fourth quarters with his defense. Jimmy Butler is known for that. He's really good at getting to the free throw line and, getting bigs to foul him. That's what he's like. That's like his fucking bread and butter. And the fact that Ayton was able to stay out of foul trouble this whole game, really impressive. Really impressive. I mean, he didn't even get close. It's not like, it was a close game and he had to play a lot of minutes. He only played 27 minutes. But, I mean, I think he only had like 2 fouls this whole game. So we got to give this man his credit. Ayton, you have earned the name Dominating, okay? For a week. You don't get it for the rest of the season, but you can call yourself that for a year. Take that chain out and wear it every day graciously. Shout out to you, my friend. Let's go back to the notes because, like I said, I am a professional. Also, DA blocked the absolute dog shit out of Jimmy Butler, and it made me feel good. I just wanted to share that. Really, guys, the bench was amazing today. And that makes me feel really good because this team is not going to be the most talented team in the playoffs. I know the Nuggets just had a really bad injury with Murray. That sucks. I actually do like Jamal Murray. It sucks that he got fucking injured, especially now. It's like, damn. When his team's somewhat of a favorite and now he's just out for the fucking year, it's like, that fucking sucks. But, I mean, even with that, the Nuggets are really big. The Lakers are obviously a fucking problem. The Nets, the Sixers, whoever's going to come out of the East, unless it's the Heat again, that'd be great. They're going to be a problem. So it's good to see the bench be able to step up and take over a game because we know we have a couple more players that we can count on when it matters. Like if Booker has a bad game, maybe we can count on a Javon Carter maybe more than I thought we could. Or we can get some more Craig minutes if Mitchell's a little bit off. Or some more Cameron Johnson minutes if Crowder's a little bit off. That's a beautiful thing. Saric, I think we're already pretty all in on Saric. We know he's going to be a fucking key in the playoffs. But again, Cameron Payne, this is what I expect from you. 14.7 assists and 5 boards in 22 minutes. He can average that. I truly believe he can average that. I don't think, let's say Dennis Schroeder was almost 6 Man of the Year last year, right? He almost averaged 20 points a game. I genuinely think Cameron Johnson could do the same thing. Or Cameron Payne. I don't see why Cameron Payne can't do that. Maybe I sound crazy, and trust me, this is a big 180 from the beginning of the season. But after watching this man all season, I am a Cameron Payne fan, and I honestly think one day in the near future, if he could either start or be a 6 Man of the Year, I really do see that. He's fucking good. He has a really herky-jerky game. He's got a nice floater. He can shoot. He's shooting 40, something crazy, damn near 50% from 3. He picks up full court on defense. He's pretty big for a point guard. He's fucking good. He was a really nice pickup for sure. But I think I've done enough gushing over the Suns. Let's get into how they actually played. They only shot 46% from the field, 31% from 3. They got to the line 18 times, which isn't bad. And they shot 94%, which is, last time I checked, muy bien. But let's just be honest. They won this fucking game on the defensive end. The defense was crazy today. I gotta be honest. The Heat missed a lot of threes, but I think I can actually give the Suns defense a little bit of credit because they were giving Ariza threes who's shooting 20-something% from 3. They were giving Saric threes. They know he's been struggling these past couple games. Butler's not much of a 3-point shooter. They were definitely closing out on Jimmy Neutron, so it's not like the Suns just got lucky and took this game off defensively and I almost called them the Magic. The Heat were just missing. The fact that the Heat shot 38% from the field, yeah, the Suns earned that. And they shot 21% from 3, and I'm rounding up. It's 20.5. This was a fucking excellent performance. I was so excited watching this game. I loved every second of it. And I love the fact that Booker struggled and Chris Paul struggled and Mikal Bridges. Did he score? No, he did not. 20 minutes, 0 points, 0 assists. This man had 1 rebound. And you beat the team that just made it to the finals. And they're healthy. It's not like when they were actually in the finals, they were missing half their damn team. And you beat them by 20. That is extremely impressive. I think that bodes really well for the playoffs because this is a legitimate playoff team. Like I said, it's not the fucking Rockets who are 2-50. This is a team that they could see in the finals legitimately. I mean, they made it last year. Nobody gave them a chance last year. Pretty much the same team minus Crowder, so I don't see why they can't do it again. The Nets may have something to say about it, but honestly, if the Nets lost in the second round, I wouldn't be that surprised. Just because they got so much shit going on with injuries and all this drama and all this shit, it's like watching a damn soap opera. How many games have they played together? Exactly. Less than 5? Not a good thing. Great for us. Not great for if you're a Nets fan, which again, I don't think is even a thing. I've never met a Nets fan in my life. The New Yorks are 500. They're fucking flipping cars in the street. If the Nets win a championship, I don't think anybody's really going to give a shit. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's go through the individual stats because we got to big our guys up when they ball the fuck out like this. DeAndre Ayton, 19 points, 1 assist, 13 boards in 27 minutes. He did his fucking thing today. The thing is, nobody on the Heat can guard him. Bam is 6'9"? He cannot guard you. Jay Crowder, only 5 points, 2 assists, 6 boards, 28 minutes. Booker had 12 points, 3 assists, 3 boards in 23 minutes. He got into foul trouble early. He just kind of had a rough offensive night. It just wasn't a great day for him. But hey, his team got the solid win. We already went over Bridges' numbers. Cameron Johnson, 15 points, 2 assists, 5 boards in 30 minutes. He did his thing. He was hitting a lot of big shots. Cameron Payne, like I said, 14 points, 7 assists, 5 boards in 22 minutes. That's really fucking good. Javon Carter showed out. 9 points, 1 assist, 2 boards in 21 minutes. That's really good. Torrey Craig had a great fucking game. 14 points, 1 assist, 6 boards in 20 minutes. Crazy. Sarge, 13 points, 2 assists, 5 boards in 18 minutes. It's like the bench was incredible. All of them played well. Sarge, Craig, Carter, Payne, and Johnson. They played better. They outscored the starters. Rightfully so. They had a great fucking game against a really good team. I said this earlier in the video. They've been playing well. Maybe not this well. Not everybody was firing on all cylinders with the bench, but a couple guys had good games against the Rockets, against OKC. I don't care about that. You can play against a bunch of milkmen all day. I'm not feeding too much into that. But when you beat the team that just made it to the finals, a healthy team that just made it to the finals, off a back-to-back, it's muy bien. That is muy bien. This was a great fucking game, guys. I'm not going to go as far and say best win of the season, but I'll put it in the top 5, maybe even the top 3, just because I love the fact that the bench stepped up today. They really stepped the fuck up today. Cameron Johnson, I've been saying, he has the skills. He's just lacking the confidence. He's not really or I don't even know if it's confidence. It's just, he wasn't really being aggressive. And clearly, the only reasonable explanation is he's been watching my videos and he's like, man, this guy's obviously a basketball genius and probably just a regular genius, and he believes in me, so why don't I believe in myself? And that is not only beautiful, and some may say a tearjerker, but that's what it's all about. But seriously, I don't really even have that much else to say about this. Like, not everybody played well. That's what made the game great. The bench stepped the fuck up. Everybody on the bench played amazing. This was a very solid win against a very hot, tough team. Pause a little bit. This was a really solid win against a team that's been firing on all cylinders. They're hot, like I said. They won 6 out of their last 7. And they are fully confident they are making it to the finals again. And I hope they do. Only if the Suns make it. If the Lakers, I don't give a shit. But if the Suns make it to the finals, I would not mind playing the Heat at all. I think that would be a great matchup for the Suns, actually. This team is building really good habits. Like, everything we've been worried about isn't really seeming to be as much of a problem. Maybe minus getting a backup center, which they can still do, obviously. But Craig is helping out with the rebounding. So if they're really active and on it, the size isn't as big of a deal. But another thing that worried me with the size is, what if Ayton gets in foul trouble and you need a center? He hasn't done that in how long? Months? Since I've seen him like really foul out of a game. It's been a long time. And that is really few and far between. So he's been really good at staying out of foul trouble. Sarge is stepping up. The bench is getting more confidence. Cameron Johnson stepping up. He's healthy. Cameron Payne is being aggressive. Javon Carter's getting minutes and playing well, shooting well. Who the fuck saw that coming 2 months ago? Nobody. Like, this is great. Things are coming together really well at a really good time for this team. They can stay healthy. Now the only thing they got to do is just stay healthy. And they've been doing that because they're able to keep the minutes down. Like, what's the most minutes somebody played today? 30? And it was Cameron Johnson. He comes off the bench. It's like, that is muy bien. And the next person was Ayton with 27. Was he fucking 22? He'll be all right. Well, Crowder at 28. Who gives a shit? This was a great game, guys. I'm going to end it here. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.